Ram, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. You hit the we going live?
You got it?
Are we live yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, I ain't. Yeah.
What's up, Pro Winters official? Shout out to Pro Winters official.
For winners, peace and welcome. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. And don't forget, we still trying to get that mouse. We about like $25 short. So if anybody wants to help out with that,
Hey, we apologize for the last two lives. We were trying to get things right. We had some
right?
technical difficulties. Thank you for the patience. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it. Hopefully, so far so good with the echoing. It shouldn't echo anymore. We're using a different streaming platform.
Right.
So
MB, no, ABM 22 for
ABM, peace
real.
and welcome. Ain't seen you in a while, bro. They doing good. All the kids is right here. And that's another thing. Apologize for the noise in the background. You will hear my kids in the back. They mom at school, so they all in here with me.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
We got some interesting stuff today. Corey Holcomb is a bold-faced liar. I've been saying it. If he'll beat up the dyke chick on national TV, he'll definitely put his hands on a woman. I know they say Jerry Springer is scripted, but what he was doing it wasn't scripted. I don't think that was part of the script. And then he lied to the people and tarnished this woman's reputation, hiring actors to pretend like they know her and assassinate her character. He got people to assassinate her character and make it seem like she was just a bold faced liar and people harassing this lady. Come to find out, he made it seem like it was self defense too. And like the lady just walked up on him and y'all gonna see the video. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it, bro. But yeah, man, that's ridiculous. And then you see how he did it, and then apparently they jumped the husband for stepping up. And then that's another thing. You's a coward. You ain't even get the husband. That's the most cowardly part about it. You gonna hit somebody's wife, and then when the nigga step up to defend his wife, y'all jumping. That's some of the most cowardly one of the most cowardly acts I've ever seen. That's highly cowardly. You sock you. I wish you. First of all, you sock my wife. We not fighting, especially if I got my pistol on me. You sock my wife in front of me. We ain't no fight. I'm gonna blow you. Whatever hand you use, off, clean, smooth off. Whatever hand he used to hit her, that's the hand that he gonna lose that day.
Facts.
That was some cowardly shit, man. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. Give it another 3 minutes. We'll get started.
DSA 1569. What's good? Let's see who else up in the chat. We got Pro Winters Official. We got ABM 22 for real.
Shadow, what's up?
Yeah, buddy. You ready to hit the video?
Yeah, you can post the video up for now.
The video's posted. Waiting on you to pull it up.
This shit is crazy. He blatantly lied to the people as if, oh, she just walked up on me and I was defending myself and hired. This is how you know that you're wrong. You you hired actors to come up there and pretend that they know her or they was there. That's ridiculous. That's highly ridiculous. Chris, what's up? Apparently, he hired a bunch of actors to come on the show. You all gonna see. Yeah, like another minute and a half. We're gonna give it one more minute, and we're gonna get this show on the road. Everybody's glad to catch the replay. If you ain't here. Oh yeah, he's not really in trouble for it, but it just you in trouble with the people because you sat there and lied, and you know you wrong when you gotta hire people to lie on somebody. That's how you know you wrong. That's even more incriminating. You know that you're wrong. You do some shit like that.
Hey,
What you talk
Ram.
about? Thoughts on Nicki Minaj with the MAGA thing? Are you talking about when she went up there and did the MAGA thing and called Donald Trump handsome? And I was on Nicki's side until she went and did that shit because I like Nicki for standing up to Jay Z and letting Jay Z know that he's a fuck nigga. But when she did that shit, oh yeah, you definitely trying to get you trying to get. I think she's trying to get a pardon, either trying to get her husband because she's always in the vicinity of a predator. Her husband is allegedly a predator, and her brother is a predator, doing time for it. So I think she's trying to get some favors. She's trying to either get her brother out or get um her husband record clean. One or the other. One or the other. But you can go ahead and play the video. We're gonna look at this video first, and then
Kamran
we're gonna see what Corey says.
Beats.
Zed club, Zed club, Zed club.
Oh, rewind that, man. Look, and then they jump. They jump. Rewind that, man. She steps back. Corey says she walked up on him. Look, she even steps back. Look, and watch Corey. He walks up on her, and then pow, right in the kisser. He walks right up on her, pow, right in the kisser. Punches her right in the face. And then they jump the husband, and that's how you know you got a bunch of yes men and fuck niggas around you. Because if I see my man's hit somebody, if man, look, me and Manny at a party and he punched a girl in the face, first of all, I'm pushing him like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I'm not finna jump nobody when knowing that he did that shit. You gonna give her husband a fair one. You didn't punch that nigga wife. You got to give him the fair one. Y'all jumped him, knowing that this nigga was wrong. Bunch of yes men. Bunch of yes men. That's crazy. And then they jumped it. That's you can see she steps back. No, it was nothing racial. I don't think it was anything in the audio. It was racial, and she's black. The chick is black.
Due to the fact that he's playing music in the background, and this is from um, IQ Shaheed link. Yeah, Shaheed. IQ Shaheed. This is his video.
Now I want y'all to pay close attention to what happened in the video because we're going to listen to how Corey explains what happened. We'll listen to how what Corey said happened, which we know didn't happen because we literally just saw what happened. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, regardless, and then that's what I'm saying. Regardless, you was wrong for putting your hands on that woman. Then y'all jumped. I think this was about like a year ago. Then y'all jumped the husband, and then
December
came
24th. This was December 2024.
oh 20 about a year or two ago, 2 years
Yeah.
ago. But Corey has been lying about it and tarnishing this woman's name for the past year or two, making this woman seem like she's a liar and she just it's a shakedown. And the club finally released the video. And then the crazy part about it is that I couldn't be one of his homies after that, bro. I could see if your homies ain't see what happened and you just come out the club, you see your homie fighting somebody. Yeah,
That
that's different.
that's Corey right there where the arrow at. That's
Yeah,
Corey
that's
right
different.
there. He going
But
back to
y'all
get more. Then Corey
right
Horry, yeah, he tried to go to get more.
jumping.
And she like back up, back up. She's walking away from him.
And he's
Now
still trying to
people in
hit her.
between.
Yeah, because she probably trying to save her husband and he's still chasing after that woman, trying to hit her. Coward.
Mm.
I wish I can beat Corey so I can call him a dick sucker to his face.
Hmm.
I would just want to meet him one time and call him a dick sucker to his face.
Mm, mm.
I just want to meet him one time and tell him how much he sucked dick.
I think they're gonna play it again.
I just want to meet him one time. And, like, use a
Yeah,
dick
see,
sucker.
it's being
Now,
played
now,
again.
now I just want to meet him one time and say, use a dick sucker. Now, ask me to say it again. Put the mic down and ask me to say it again. It was like what Dave Chappelle said about Rachel Dozer. He said, I just want to
Hmm.
meet her one time and call her a nigger to her face. I
Mm,
just want to meet him one time and tell him he sucked dick to his face.
mm.
You's a coward, bro. Drunk or not, no, you can't say that, bro. He got a history of putting his hands on women. Because, matter of fact, pull that Jerry Springer video up first. Pull that one up first. He has a history. This nigga did it on national TV.
I don't
And
think
he
it's a.
hit her with a stiff
It looks
one,
like a
bro.
bush. From what I'm looking at right now, it looks like a bush.
Look how far her head cocked back.
He mushing her. He ain't punching her. He's mushing her. Look,
Look, it could be taken either way.
he don't. He don't. It don't. He don't have. There's no excuse. But
There's
he's
no excuse.
mushing her.
You still put your hands on that woman.
Facts. That's true. Facts.
You still put your hands on that. Her husband was standing right there. You could, if anything, you could have been like, "Yo, get your wife, bro. I don't argue with nobody wives out here, bro. If you want to handle this, me and you can handle this. But you ain't do that. You mushed her, then jumped the husband for defending his wife. Yeah, he was on Jerry Springer beating up a bull dyke because the bull dyke took his chick. Right, he about to pull it up. The bull dyke took his chick.
Mm-hmm. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in, family. We need to get those likes up.
I better put the closed caption on.
The man has a history of putting his hands on women. I think he turned the sound off. The sound off. There you go.
Okay, if you just joined us, we're visiting with Reno again. Reno appears to be a good-looking guy, but he's told us
MND Ray was on this episode.
that he's really a woman. He's transgender.
Thank you.
Transgender, I'm sorry. Born a woman, but lives the life of a man. Feels that he's a man. And he revealed on our show to his girlfriend, Monique, that, in fact, yes, he was born a woman. He's not a man. But she stuck with him. They've continued to have a relationship.
It's a game, though.
Early.
Can I say something here?
It's a game.
First of all,
He
Look, if you
mad.
like women, that's
But
another
her.
thing. If you like
first
men,
of all,
I mean, you ain't got to have, you can have a real deal, not the deal, though. You know what I'm saying?
Pause it. Pause it.
You don't know nothing.
Okay, Reno. Thing is this.
I don't think he realized that he making it worse when she'd rather have that she's saying that your dick game, she'd rather have a dildo than have a real thing. I don't think you realize he was digging that hole deeper. I wouldn't have said shit. Bro, No matter what you say, you look bad in this situation because you got your chick tooken by a
My
chick
plastic.
with
My
a rubber
plastic.
dick.
My plastic.
Right. You go ahead, push play.
I'm a man. I don't appreciate it, man.
You don't have to
Coming up here, I'm a real man. You on the show talking about, you on the show talking about this your man. Men and women don't share tampons.
my man.
You got a point there. He's mad.
We don't look.
Homie,
I'm not
don't
trying
worry
to look.
about what my personal life is. You just jealous because you can't do nothing. And you ain't got you don't got nothing on me.
Dude, you a woman, and you just putting on this front because you know
Let me tell you
that.
something.
Look,
My life
carry
ain't
my, carry my.
Hey. Jail. I've been locked up. I've been stabbed.
But what
What
is war?
I don't give
Is
but
war?
I survived. I survived. Reno. All right. Hey,
Let me show you a woman. Let me show you a woman.
Kick her and punch her and everything. He has a history of putting his hands on women. Now, I understand, the point he was trying to make, let her know, look, you this a man you bulking up on. But when you got the kick in her, and you punched her, bro, what you got a history of that shit, bro. You have a history of that shit.
Hey, but you notice that the trans woman hits the trans man hits him first. Watch. Look.
Yeah, she do kick him first.
Right here.
You should have walked away from her.
Boom. He tried
Yeah,
to
she
hit
hit him in the
her.
nuts.
Yeah.
Because he gripped her up.
Yeah.
He gripped her up, talking about, let me show you you're not a man. He gripped her up. He probably put that manhandle strength on her.
Mm-hmm.
She probably panicked. But still, once she got to bulking up in your face, you should have walked off. Like, look, Jerry, I ain't finna be on here fighting no, you know, you feel me?
Feel you.
Whatever she wanted to be call herself, I ain't finna be on here fighting. So, we can have this conversation, but I ain't gonna be up here fighting. I think that's why he got a hatred for women, because he got his chick took by another chick.
With a
And that's
fade
why
better than his.
he's so obsessed with the Backdoria.
That lineup is on point, girl. Oh, you must not be old enough for Jerry Springer.
Oh no, I remember Jerry. Jerry was scripted. I know a lot of that shit was scripted. So I know they used to get him drunk and get him pay for their hotel, get him drunk or whatever the case may be. But that fight wasn't scripted. He wanted to put his
Right.
hand. He was embarrassed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He was
All
embarrassed.
right. You
He could have walked
already
away from
know.
that chick. I ain't finna be on national TV fighting no bull dyke.
Mm.
I understand the point that he's trying to make. And when you're in the heat of the moment, the chick did try to kick him in his nuts, but you already manhandling her, bro. You shook her, threw her, then yanked her back. that was enough. Look, she's still trying to fight. She got
That
the
ain't
Wu-Tang Clan.
ex-wife.
She's still trying to fight. Sit your ass down. Didn't he just show you can't?
Light skin chick. I don't think that's his wife.
That's the only part that I was on his side with. Sit your ass down. It might be his ex-wife.
You think?
I don't know. It could be.
Let me look it
I
up.
never know he was married though. Is that the one he had a daughter with, where he was like, "Fuck that bitch, I'll make another one."
I have to look it up. I got no room on my screen right now.
And there go D-Ray. D-Ray was on that joint with him. D-Ray didn't make a fucking fool of himself.
Right.
But all right, we can go to the video of what Corey said happened when he put his hands on that chick.
All right. Here we go. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, D-Ray was on that joint, but D-Ray didn't make a fool of himself the way Corey did.
Mm.
D-Ray ain't go up there and make a fool of himself. I forgot what D-Ray was even up there about. I forgot why he was even on the show. I think he was on the show for something different, but they both was up there. They probably got a nice little check for going on there and making a fool of himself. But I ain't finna be on there fighting no chick. Nothing on national TV. First of all, I'm not finna argue with you. You ain't my girl. I ain't fucking you. I'm not arguing with you. That's what I got sisters and aunties and the wife for. They'll give you a whole lot of argument and a whole lot of head, shoulders, knees, and toes too. Well, what's
And
up,
so
sir?
does it. And
Yeah,
so does the.
I look, see, I'd brought one of my cousins with me. I'd be like, come on, no, we ain't gonna argue on stage. Catch me outside. How about that? I'll be
Okay.
outside in the parking lot waiting for you.
Okay.
Vaselined up,
Okay.
wig, stocking cap,
Nickel
on,
B.
Vaseline on your face, nails plucked off and everything, waiting for you to give you all the energy that you want. Mr. Switchy, what's up? Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in too, family.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the people in the chat. Mr. Switch, Nickel B.
You said Vaseline. No, I'm talking about my auntie. You don't know how the them old school women used to fight. They put the Vaseline on their face like they boxers.
J. Deborah.
Pull the wig off, stocking cap showing and everything.
Esteros. Let's see who else. I think that's it. Let me know when you're ready to play.
Oh
Let
yeah,
me
my
know.
bad. I gotta put it up. All right,
I'm waiting.
go ahead.
I'm waiting on you, bro.
Go ahead. It's up.
And it's
You know, like once you become a certain age and you realize your life ain't, you would do anything to try to and be in the spotlight. Look, good attention, bad attention is attention. People will take the bad attention to get some attention. This is her Super Bowl.
I see.
And that's why she up
Stories
there.
I hear are negative.
Attention.
So by now, I think you've seen the video of Corey Holcomb getting into an altercation in front of the Improv Comedy Club in Los Angeles. That video is over a year old, and Corey Holcomb has already addressed the situation at length on his own show.
So a girl was stalking me, like looking for a way to turn me into a lick, some money. A dope fiend who's not smart. I'm gonna prove it. It was a few occasions where the girl tried me, yelling at me at the top of her lungs in front of clubs and everything. And what happened was, after I had enough, after several occasions of her trying to jump it off with me, and I know how she moved, I got her record from DC. She used to live in DC. And I got her drug charge and everything in DC. And I told the comedy club, this girl sell drugs in front of your club and she's drama. I told them that. So look, fast forward to the girl in my face, fuck you, your mama ain't shit. You should have died when you fell off the scooter, your dick ain't shit. All this shit.
And so I was just like, Corey, you're not gonna do nothing. Even people were like talking to him, like, Corey, you ain't about to let her hype you up and woo woo woo. And then I was like, Corey, you didn't learn already from the last time? And he was like, you talking about? I was like, you don't remember the last time you said you were gonna super sock me and you didn't see what God did to you then? And I was like, and then I did the I Want to Be Down Brandy dance in his face again. I said, you don't remember when
Oh, I would have
So you
paid
was so
anything
she
to
was
just go
taunting
down
you.
there with you and him.
all
That still
like
don't give
this,
him an
all like
excuse.
this. And then
He
I
like
was
this shit, yeah. And he
so I was
okay.
like, you don't remember both your wrists getting broke when you said you was gonna slap the super sock the shit out of me? I was like, God didn't tell you I was one of his favorites. He didn't tell you to leave me alone. I said, please believe you keep this up and it's only going to get worse for you. I promise you that.
Yelling in my face,
Right.
all this shit in front of the clubs. When I show up, this is what she do. Witnesses
Oh
gonna.
man.
That's why I let them talk, because she power.
Now she said that what she was saying to Corey, but from the video we just watched, she wasn't in your face. The only time she was in the vicinity of your face is when you walked up on her. So why didn't you do this to Anton? Why didn't you mush Anton? You ain't tell her, say what she said again. You just walked up on it and mushed her. You walked up on Anton and you came up with a bunch of excuses. Say it again. Say it. Knock the stick off my shoulder. Step across the line I just drew on the table. You had all the excuses in the world not to hit Anton. That's that cowardly shit right there. I'm calling him cowardly. That's why I said I want to meet him one day. Just to tell him he sucked dick to his face. Just to tell him he a yik yucker. Just to tell him he a yik yucker to his face. Sorry about language. I can get my goddamn kids in the room. Let me clean it up. I wish I could meet this nigga just so I could tell him he a yik yucker to his face and dare him to ask me to say it again. You can go ahead and play it.
A lot of evidence against herself. Of course, we was down there. She was with her little boyfriend, nigga. We was like, man, get your bitch on me. Please get your bitch. We got the video of him trying to grab the bitch and her jerking away, because this nigga ain't had no power around him. There's also a video that's going to be seen where the homegirl stood in between us, because it got real intense at one moment. But I'm going to say the homegirl name. The homegirl name is Trina. Yeah, because Trina, you part of it. I hate you part of it. I had to grab Trina and put Trina to the side and say, don't get involved in this. So the steady yelling, you die, nigga. Yo, you should have died on that scooter. All that. So I muffed the.
All good, man.
I walked up to the. Shut the.
Now, at no point did we see Corey turn to the side of her husband in the video, because we just played the video. At no point did we see him turn and say, yo, get your chip. No point did I see the husband try to grab her. So you lying already. You lying already, because none of the video shows anything that he's saying. And we played the whole entire video. The whole entire video. You go ahead and play it.
Up. That's what we call it in Chicago, when you push a bitch in the head. I muffed the bitch. Look, if I go to jail, because that's an assault. Right. I found out if you do this to somebody, that's an assault. If I go to jail for assault, I ain't scared to go to jail for assault. I don't have a criminal history of walking around fighting all the time and shit like that. Hey, the bitch stalked me and kept talking crazy to me, and I can prove it. I got witnesses. The reason I'm telling y'all all this, because I want everybody to know what's really going on right now.
You know, the framing of this incident now has changed, and the timing of this couldn't be worse because of other things that have happened in the past week. We've talked about them too. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Corey Holcomb is trying to buy NBC. He's trying to buy ABC, and people are out to get him, but It's obvious that Corey has made some people angry with possibly his content, possibly his influence, right? And they want to paint him in a negative light. And some people that are involved, namely the female comedian, Christina Payne, they're making claims now that are misrepresenting what actually happened.
What are you going to do now that there is a video that seems to support at least the fact that you were punched by Corey?
It is hard even seeing that right now, seeing that playback and having to relive all of this all over again. But it's like almost like what.
I mean, what I'm asking is, are you going to pursue legal action again? The cops felt it was like a stalemate when it happened because they had no video. Now they got video. So I'm wondering, are you over it or are you going to pursue this in court?
And I'm trying not to cry.
While this commercial is going on, I want to say something. Just for the record, because the statute of limitations for misdemeanor is a year in California. This incident happened in California, December 2024.
Like,
But that means she can still sue though, right?
She could do a civil suit, but she can't. It's the criminal aspect is gone.
Yeah. That's what I mean. She can still sue him.
She could do a civil suit. Yes, she could do a civil suit. That's very true. But the criminal aspect is out of here. It's gone.
I feel like it's
She's working hard to get those tears
What's
up.
the difficult? What's making this so difficult, Christina, to go forward with it?
I feel like Corey's like threatened or tried to silence me, or like where it's like I've been in fear for my life, literally.
I ain't gonna lie, she do kind of look like she's faking, like she's trying to squeeze the motherfuckers out.
I know you say you're in fear for your life. We mentioned the fact that he got a restraining order against you.
We have a restraining order against each other,
and you have one against him as well. Since
because
then,
he brought the liars to court and confused the judge, and we didn't have the video yet. So we literally got the video after court.
See, she's saying that he brought a bunch of fucking actors to lie on her and act like they was there, and then they didn't have the whole video until afterwards. You should have took his ass back to court. Did they throw it out with prejudice? If they didn't throw it out with any prejudice, she can take his ass back to court now. She got the. I know, but if they dismissed it without prejudice, it can be brought back up. That's why I asked if they dismissed it with or without prejudice, because they can be brought back up if they didn't. But I don't know. It do feel like she's trying to squeeze them tears out, like. And you didn't admit to taunt the nigga. I ain't see that part where she was saying that she was taunting him.
Mm-hmm. It's always two sides. It's always two sides to every story.
Right. 3 sides. Right. Their side, other person's side, and the truth.
Hey, I'm gonna speed up the video. Is that right?
Yeah. I think she put her dude at risk because you out there talking shit. It's just y'all two. It's just y'all two. Like like I'm not saying this is all women, but some women don't realize with because you got a man there to protect him. If it's more than one person there, why are you putting him in that type of danger? Shut the fuck up. I did look. We be on the road. My ex used to get smart with people all the time. There was a car full of niggas one day. It's just me and her in the car. It's a car full of niggas. She just talking shit. I'm like, is you gonna get out and fight? We shut the fuck up then.
Yeah, it's crazy. Is you gonna get out and fight? Shut the fuck up. Push play. Ram.
Yeah, I hear you.
Push play.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I never went back to pursue like, oh, let me get an appeal or nothing like that. Like my attorney literally kind of gave up after.
In fact, the video that was released is a limited piece of an ongoing harassment that she provoked Corey and other comedians. That's what's also being left out of this. There were some other comedians that have similar stories to what's going on with that.
Okay, there was a who is a witness to everything that happened by the comedy club both times with this lady, which is not what she said. She wanted to make it seem like it's an isolated incident. No, this is a crazy, and I became one of her victims. There's a lot of people that's victims of this, but this brother was a witness to both things. In fact, the same thing she did to me, she did to him. And I hate putting people on the spot like this, but I got to tell the truth. I want somebody else to know what happened, because if I say it, it's just my word against hers. Witnesses mean something, everybody. I never wanted to taint what he finna say, so I didn't talk to him that much, but this is my brother from Detroit, the D, Corey Sherrill, who is a better man than me. You all right, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. It's crazy, but yeah, I'm good, bro.
I know, man. Now, look, don't feel weird. The one thing my people told me is the truth has no alibi. So we just finna tell the truth. Homeboy, the first night, we ain't even talk about the night where it turned into a physical altercation. The first night, when I came up to the comedy club, it was the middle of a whole bunch of shit with you and a crazy lady. What didn't she get physical with you?
Yeah, she did actually. She walked up to me and snatched my phone on my hand, and she was talking crazy about all the men outside, like saying outside. She was like, "Can you take a picture of it?" So I have a new iPhone. I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take the picture." So I taken a picture, and she just come through, snatched my phone on my hand. I don't have no type of relationship with her with anybody out here that I play like that. And so then she's like, "Girl, do you know him? Somebody sent me a picture of you before. These comedians are weird." I went and kicked him outside with my 12-year-old niece, and I just was like, "Hold on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you just come to my life with this energy?" So I told her, I'm like, chill out. I'm like, why you put me in this color? Like, I don't even play like that, like at all. And so from me and her going, she said, I said what I said.
Father.
I was just like, I gotta defend.
See, this is when you know a nigga wrong. You grabbing a whole bunch of people up there that ain't got nothing to do with it to try to assassinate this woman's character. The truth is the truth. If you know you ain't do nothing wrong, you don't need all that. I'm not calling nobody up on the stage to come vouch for some shit that I know that ain't true. But you up here trying to and the thing about it, he bringing up stories that got nothing to do with what happened with her and Corey. That's what they call it, damage control.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call damage control. Yeah, and congrats, Niqua. I'm proud of you, sis. You can go ahead and play it.
Man, like, I mean, so I said something to her. I'm like, you got me fucked up. Like, this ain't even how women from Detroit. I don't been this that. Well, Auntie Gina say this is that a drop behavior.
Right.
Don't act like that, dog. Like the women that I interact with, they cool with being in their feminine energy. We outside roasting. I can count on one hand how many women I've seen out there, even in our atmosphere. They really just watch us because we can handle it. It's you know what I'm saying? We ain't out there trying to. So I haven't heard nobody but her say, "Yo, mama." She was talking about my mama, man. Like, in my comedy, you share what you go through in your comedy. She like, your mama's a crackhead. That's why you went to prison. Just like all over me telling her I got a problem. So I'm not allowed to say, "Hey, I don't play like that."
Hey, Corey, do you ever?
Pause. You said he's talking about the night in question. I know he's talking about what she was saying out to the club, but he brought up a different time where I guess he got into some argument with her. That's what I thought he said. He's bringing up a different time, but he questioned. But I think he brought up a different time where he's talking about she snatched his phone and all this other shit. What do that got to do with it? You trying to assassinate the woman character. I think she's in the wrong because you shouldn't have been taunting that man out there. Oh, that was the same night. Oh, it was the same night. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, they both was tripping. It doesn't excuse the fact that he put his hands on her, dog. She shouldn't have been out there taunting that nigga. your boyfriend or your husband in danger, whoever it is, putting him in danger. You shouldn't have been out there doing that, running your mouth. And knowing Corey got a history of putting his hands on women. You go ahead.
Back and forth with her joking?
Never.
I've never seen anybody out there going back and forth. Because everybody knows she's crazy. But see, I'm not trying to put my
but no. So when that happened, you was down, you was talking like maybe like let's say 20 feet away from me. You called my name. You was like, Corey, come down here, man. You was like, bro, don't let nobody let you, you know what I'm saying, get you off your square, dog. Like, man, she's something wrong with her. You like something obviously wrong with her. You don't be in nothing. And then when you did that, we talked. She was still down there loud by herself. We down there talking. At this point, I'm not saying that no more. OG said, hey man, I'm like, bet, you right, dog. Out of nowhere, she gets ready to say bye to everybody. We not mind you. None of us, we all like, we're uncomfortable because her dude can't even control her. You got her dude, he's security, so he has the right to tell me, hey man, you need to leave. He's telling her to leave. So he's using his security skills, telling her to leave. But hey, she still like she runs. He don't, I don't even understand what's going on. I ain't never seen that. I mean, bro, we don't even know how to explain it. So she come in, she don't say bye to Corey in his face like bye. I'm like, you know.
Now they trying to assassinate the Bull character. You see what I mean? When you gotta go up there and try to assassinate a person's character instead of just telling the truth or what
Honest to God truth.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? If I know what I did wasn't wrong, or whatever the case may be, is I'm not going through these great lengths to try to assassinate somebody's character. I'm just gonna tell what happened.
Right.
But when you get up there trying to assassinate the person's character before they get their story out, you know you in the wrong some way, somehow. And I think you're trying to assassinate the Bull character because y'all jumped him. You're trying to overshadow the fact that Corey's a pussy in this whole situation. He could have walked away from her. But instead, he walked up on her and mushed her or punched her, whatever he did. And then y'all jumped the Bull for defending. Instead of letting Corey handle that, but he a big dude. What the fuck y'all jumping him for? That means y'all know Corey can't fucking fight. And he has a history of hitting women. That means y'all knew what this nigga was capable of. So, and if you keep saying that, and everybody keeps saying that, I kept telling them, don't let him get, don't let him get you off your square. Why don't you just pull him up out of there? If you his real friend, I'm pulling him out. I'm pulling him. Come on, bro. Come on. I'd rather you get mad and try to fight me than put your hands on this woman. You said if we were in court, they had character witnesses. This nigga said they got character witnesses. Come on, Jaden. Come on, Jaden. You go ahead.
She's like, bye, nigga, bye. I'm just like, and Corey like, and I'm standing there, bro, because I don't know. Like, I just want to just tell jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on. And Corey like, somebody need to get this. Somebody love her, man. Get her, man. This is what you said, bro. You didn't even go there, bro. You was like, if somebody love this, get her. Like, somebody need to get her cousin out there. Everybody's scared.
And anyway, so, okay, that was one incident. That wasn't even an incident that happened last week.
No,
last week.
I gotta remind you of an incident. We went to a Caribbean restaurant. I bumped into you. This is a coincidence. And she was there. If it was drama, bro, it would have happened there. We enjoyed our food.
You was there, Brad?
Nobody didn't even talk about her. Nobody's not thinking about this. Like, that's the thing about it that I want to say.
I'm so glad you brought that up, Corey, because see, that's why this past week when she was doing that thing to start with me, that's why I was like, man, what is the problem? What's going on? Because I thought I was like, fuck it, it's over. But you brought up the incident when we all was at the restaurant and you happened to come in there and she was over there, but she was quiet that day. Maybe she was on her meds. That's what I'm saying. What can we say? But this past week at the Improv is the main one that I wanted to ask you about. Didn't I tell her what we found out now to be her husband at least 3 times? Hey, man, come get your... Did I say that?
And he tried to, and she did too.
It's on video that she tried to. It's because all that's on video. It's on trial where he tried to pull her away, and it was like, just like you said, I'm glad this is on video. Because I did everything I could to de-escalate it, because this is the second time it happened. But the is acting like, oh, nigga just did something to her. No, your man was out there.
I get what the side Jade is coming from. Yes, the lady was taunting her, and apparently this lady has taunted this man several times. But at no point in the video do you see Corey trying to de-escalate anything. And at no point was she standing right in front of his face by her own will. She was standing at least 5 feet away from him. He walked up on her. That's the part where you're lying, nigga. You're trying to make it seem like, oh, this lady is erratic and she's crazy and she was just screaming all in my face. She was never in his face until he walked up to her. She even backs up. You can see it in the video. She takes a step back. Corey pushes past the whole crowd and mugs the shit out of her. Why ain't you mug Anton like that? The nigga told you was a dick sucker. And all you said was say it again. Say it again. Nigga, he done said it already. That's all I'm saying. I think he's a coward, bro.
Don't forget the fact that he did say it again, and Antoine didn't say it again.
Oh yeah,
I
we
ain't
ain't forgetting that fact. It's just the point of you ain't tell that lady to say it again. You ain't give her a
right,
chance to say it again.
right.
You straight up mugged her in her face.
Facts.
You walked up on Antoine the same way you walked up on that lady.
But you paused with Antoine though.
Uh-huh.
He ain't stay forward motion with Antoine. He went forward motion with old girl.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You was able to control your emotions with Anton, but you couldn't control your emotions. And you seen on Jerry Springer, he couldn't control his emotions with the dyke chick.
Yep. Facts.
I think niggas that's like that is cowards. I can see if she walked up on him, punched him or something. Yeah, you might, mush back up, lady. Hit her with a Heisman stiff arm. Back up, lady. What is you doing? There's so many ways to restrain a woman without physically harming them.
What's wrong with walking away?
Yeah,
What's
or
wrong?
walk the fuck away.
He had more than enough room to just walk away.
He was at least 5 feet away from her. You could have
He
been
had
like,
more
man, I ain't
than
arguing with
enough
this
room.
crazy
He could
bitch.
just turn the other direction.
And then she followed him. Okay, now you following me, lady. Now we have a different story. Now we have a different situation because I'm trying to get the fuck away from you and you're following me. He said he didn't control his emotions. Well, shit, he controlled them way better than he controlled with that lady. You say I keep being Corey. He was being Corey allegations of this when this incident happened years ago. Said Shorty was stalking him and kept pressing him all night. Also, the video TMZ guys edited. No, I didn't play the TMZ video. It was the full video. Pull it up real quick, man. Pull that video up real quick.
With TMC?
No, the video that the first video that we played.
All right, give me a second. Stuck on you. Got a feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose.
Yeah, on Jerry's there definitely no consequences for it. You gotta enlarge it.
I will. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. That worked.
No, I'm talking about the full clip that came out.
What do you
TMZ
mean?
only showed a small part of it.
This is the thing you gave me. It
No,
shows.
I'm talking to Jada. I'm talking to Jada.
Oh.
You can
Take,
see like she's
take that.
nowhere in Corey's face.
Take
Corey
that.
walks up on her.
Take that.
Whether
Take that
you
picture out. Take the line on the chat. Take that out so they can see the whole thing.
did.
All right, cool. All right.
Either way, bro, he shouldn't have put his hands on that woman, bro. It seemed like there's being a lot of excuses thrown around for a nigga mushing the chick in the face. He could have walked the fuck away at the end of the day.
Facts.
Now, if she was really following him around all night, the whole entire night, then yeah, that's a different story. But I see there's other women around. I'd have been like, hey, which one of y'all want to make a couple dollars? Punch this bitch in her mouth. She keep following me. Something. Oh wait, the dude behind her dude try to pull her to the side. I do see that part. The dude in the hoodie. And he finally no, that's a chick. See, she's saying that she's screaming all in her face. She was never in his face. He walks up on her. Look at Marcus. Captain Yes Man. Because he should have grabbed him when he saw Corey walked up on him, like, oh, what you finna do, bro? All your friend niggas is backing up. Instead of like, come on, if I know that, especially if that's my homie and he in show business, and I know this could potentially fuck his career up. The second I saw him get started to walk up on it, I'd have yanked him. Hold, bro, hold up, bro. And then Corey tries to come back for more to hit the woman again. Oh, yeah, she pissing me off because you just you just got this man jumped and you ain't throw not one punch. Lady, you the one that got mugged. If I was him, I'd have got up. Me and her would have had a problem. I'd be like, get away from me. You trouble. You ain't do nothing. You just stood there. You caused the problem and then watch me get jumped and ain't do nothing. Ain't do nothing. He said if the other man aren't stepping in, what did that tell you? No, the dude did step in. All the other men are Corey's friends. The one dude that she was with is the dude that got jumped. I'd have been mad as shit at her. I'd be like, oh, wait a minute. You ain't even scratch nobody? You ain't even scratch nobody? You just got me jumped because you wouldn't shut the fuck up and you ain't do nothing? Dude who stepped in was on his show last night. Oh, the dude that got jumped was on the show? Oh yeah, he probably pissed the fuck off. Look, I'm not saying this lady ain't got no faults into it because this whole situation is her fault. If what Corey and them saying is true and she was following him around and she clearly said that she was taunting him by her own admission, bitch, you trouble. But it was no need for him to mug her. Like you could have walked the fuck away and let her keep talking. And then I think it would have made her look even more crazy. They fell out with her. Even the dude that got jumped with her fell out with her. Oh yeah, this lady trouble. Oh, this lady trouble. Still, bro. You a public figure now. You putting your hands on women. And come on, bro. I'm not letting that be overshadowed. But some women, I know a lot of women like that. That like to taunt niggas. And then when you put your hands on them, all of a sudden they're the victim. I know women like that. Get your boyfriend jumped because you couldn't shut the fuck up. Because dude probably asked you for your number or something, and you want to get smart instead of simply saying, I got a dude. He said, but you said you didn't have to punch that dude. But you did. This nigga genius, yeah. I can't with you tonight. This nigga said you ain't have to punch that dude, but you did. The dude, yeah, you right.
Give it to me.
Yeah, I did, nigga. Yeah, I did.
Give it to me. Give it
And that's a dude, not a fucking woman.
Give it
He
to
said
me.
you ain't had to punch that dude,
Give
but you did. All right,
Give it to me.
you right, Jaded. I definitely should have walked away because he was. Nah, that wasn't the first time he did that shit. Nah, I wasn't letting that slide again. But I get what you're saying. He said, "Who the fuck you did?" He was a guest in your house. Shut the fuck up. This nigga, yo. He said, "No, you do the fuck you did." He was a guest. Yeah, you right. You don't come in my house saying no shit like that to me about my wife. Nigga, the fuck wrong with you? And that wasn't the first time he did it. Okay, I see what you mean. The lady kept taunting her, but still, I would have handled it differently. I'd either walked away from her or asked one of the chicks around. I can count three, four, at least two, three women out there. Hey, $50, you punch this bitch in her mouth. See, I can't make up any kind of rule. Oh God. Yeah, I think his homies. I think everybody wrong in this situation. Then but put it like this: everybody's wrong. His homies wrong for allowing him to stand there and argue with her, or even get that close to even put himself in that position. Then y'all jump the dude for defending her, like some cowards. I think that was cowardly. The chick was wrong because if she was walking around stalking this nigga, taunting him, which she admitted to doing, taunting him, you trouble, lady. You fucking trouble. And from what I'm hearing, is that the dude that got what's her face that got jumped, not even cool with her no more. I think everybody's wrong. Everybody in this situation is wrong. The bystanders who sat there and come on, bro, you see a nigga about to look like he about to. If that's your homie, you know when he about to lose his shit. You say he had two broken wrists when it happened. Well, his wrist looked fine to me when he mugged her. They looked like they was working good when he mugged her. But if you know your homie and you know how he gonna get, pull that. Like, come on, bro, y'all too many yes men. Too many yes men. And he probably could have had a couple drinks in him, but still, I mean, everybody's wrong in this situation. That's the way we're gonna leave it. We'll leave it at that. Everybody's wrong. All these motherfuckers is. Everybody in this situation fucked up. Allegedly, she took him to court or called the police on him. I think she did take it to court. Didn't you say it got thrown out?
Nah, she did a police report. That was it. She didn't press charges.
You said you was in a riot with a broken shoulder. God damn. I dislocated my shoulder before wrestling, and that shit ain't no joke. Fuck was you out there riding? You see Corey a drunk for yeah. He can't even go on stage without a cup of Hennessy. You look at all his performances. He got this big ass cup of Hennessy that he's sipping on. But
No
all right, we can
donations.
get huh?
No donations.
No, I'll be honest with you, I haven't said it since the beginning. Like I said, family, make sure y'all hitting that like button. And we're trying to reach our $25 goal so we can get a new mouse for the computer. That's why I'm doing my live streams on the phone. And Mandy's controlling the video right now because my mouse is broken. We need to reach a $25 goal if anybody wants to put in on that. Family, if you can spare a few dollars to help Me and Mother Ifa Tunde get a new mouse.
If you could spare
Queen Mother Ifa Tunde.
so to help me and Brother Ifa Tunde.
The
Mother
Cash App and
Ifa
PayPal
Tunde.
is at the top
Yes,
of the screen. I mean, top
right
of the
there.
chat and going along at the bottom of the screen.
Right
All right, we can
there.
get into that discussion that you were talking about with Umar. Running, that's gonna take us
No
like an hour.
problem. No problem.
He said, "Did we find a childproof mouse?" No, I'm hiding my mouse from now on.
A childproof mouse.
From now on, I'm hiding. This now Jada knows she broke the first one.
Wow. Okay. We're going to go ahead and open up the can of worms. All right. Shout out to Mr. IQ Shahid for the video.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate
I
you.
think he does have a lot of good content. I watched a couple of his videos earlier. So definitely go over there and subscribe.
Cool.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go on for a limb and say everybody in that situation was wrong. After coming into the situation, I thought Corey was the main one wrong, but then, like I said, I ain't have all the facts. I just had the one video that I saw from Poetic Flacco. I'm glad we didn't play that, where he just from the story he described, Corey was lying the whole time, and I think Corey, some parts of the story, Corey, yeah, I still believe he was lying. You said she was all in your face. She was never in your face. She was at least 5 feet away, and
Right.
you walked up on her. But lady, you did admit to taunting him, and you were kind of cocky about it too. So I'm starting to believe that you might have been. Fuck, you said didn't what happened last time? Didn't you say you was going to do something last time? That's why God broke your wrist and blah 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 blah. It sound like you might have been walking around fucking with him.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a flip flopper. We were talking about that earlier. He's a guy. He definitely was an Umari, and now you want to jump on the bandwagon when it's lucrative. You want to be a look that's what type of he followed the money. Wherever the money takes him. I can't stand them type of niggas.
Are you ready? Rim.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
ready? Okay, the first
Yeah.
thing I'm gonna give them the backstory. Okay. This is what I'm about to show you guys is the video. This is a live stream that KKC had did, and I was in his chat, and he dropped the link, and I came up, and then when I came up, then Miss Marianne came up. So hold on. Yeah, let me get straight into it. Hold on. Wait.
And they said, Jada, and they said Flacco a poop butt ass nigga. They said on no jumper they had to put a towel down because the nigga don't be wearing sweatpants with no drawers. They said the couch be smelling like ass when he get up. So you gotta put a towel down. If I gotta put a towel down for a grown ass man to sit on my couch, he ain't allowed on my couch. He ain't allowed in my house,
Are you
my
ready?
studio, wherever they record. Yeah.
Hit the volume. Boom.
He said for the record, I don't know. It make me not trust her no more neither. Because I'm looking at her cry and the fake tears.
Ready when you are.
She really trying to squeeze them motherfuckers out. Go ahead.
All right. This right here is Miss Marianne on KKC, and she's giving you her insight. Here we go.
with this Umar scenario, it's extremely complicated. You guys have to understand, all 40 of us are part of the conscious community. Um, as African American, I invite all of you, wherever there's a concentration of Black population, you're going to find some conscious community, and to educate ourselves to kind of learn the community. He knows that the community does not believe in going to court because we feel, because of the high rate of incarceration for African American men, the court is not the friend of Black community. We feel you're in a white arena and it's tearing a Black man down. So in the conscious community, they teach you, you sit down, resolve your matter with your brother. Court is
Until we get some
Black.
Black composite,
It's hard for some of you looking from.
What'd you say?
I want to say this to the conscious community. I want to say this to the so-called conscious community. Until we get some all Black court, we ain't got no choice but to take these dicks to the white man.
What's sad
Unless you can
is
find a all Black town with an all Black court to take this nigga to, we got to. Because sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
not to mention, even if you did take him to an all Black court, right? The problem at hand is it's out of that jurisdiction. You
True.
understand?
And I think that taking him to the white man shit has become an excuse.
Nah.
I think it's partly an excuse, man.
Yeah,
Oh, we don't want the white man enough business. Get the fuck out of here with that, bro. He's scamming the community. Who gives a fuck
right.
what race it is who locked this
Facts.
motherfucker up? Who cares? Long as he's being dealt with, that shit all that's the only thing that should matter. So I feel like they just
Facts.
making that as an excuse not to take him to court.
Don DeMarco.
The outside to understand the concept, but in the conscious community, there's a lot of good people, law-abiding, hard-working, just good individual. Now, the reason that we're different, the 40 of us, but it's not just us. There's different pockets. They just haven't moved because the community, believe it or not, it's heart-wrenching. You have a lot of elders that are still protecting and supporting Umar. What I want you guys to understand, when a community invites him, that brings money. It doesn't matter if all community are different level financially. It doesn't matter if the community is not that strong financially. When Umar arrived, it gives a financial boost to the community. So for the elder, it's more like a financial thing. They know Umar is dirty, but the connection still stays. So with the 40 of us within the community, when he takes donation money, the attorneys, they all saw a pattern. All donation was made under his name. That's how he wanted it. Donations were not made to FDMG. So all 40, these are not people that gave like $50, $10. We're talking in the thousands. Family, out of the 40 of us, the person who gave the smallest was $5,000. $5,000. So, and that money that's given to Dr. Umar, it's not like a lump sum of money. That money is given in time. So somebody may donate their first donation, 500. Donors are repeated giver. And he.
See, this is where I think the setup happened. These are you did get thousands of dollars? Oh, you was a loyal fan.
But see, what I wanted to tell you, and I'll say it again, okay? Even though it may look like a setup, even though there were people with ill intentions, they didn't understand what they were doing. They had no clue about law. When you gave up your information, when you gave up your proof that Umar Johnson cheated you, that evidence is no longer your evidence. It's now been submitted into the court system. So even if they do not support, let's say they decide, well, all 39 of them say, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go through with this. And let's just say Marianne decides to go through it. Guess what? She got all that evidence that y'all gave up, all 39 of you. She got her money back because the lawyer peeped the bullshit. Why is this lady paying? And you'll hear more about it, which I'll just wait. You see what I'm saying? So if they were trying to be a monkey wrench in the plan to expose Umar, guess what? They helped. And guess what? They could also be sued if they decide to drop out, because now it's proven that you're working for Umar, aiding and abetting. Let me know when you're ready to push the button.
Go ahead.
He keeps track of all his donors. There's retreat for us. There's just special events that sometimes are done for donors. And you have to understand, you
You
guys
gotta
also
slow it down. You're
Umar,
talking too
you have to
fast.
understand, everybody in that group had a personal relationship with him. It was not a flyby. When I say personal, it's either it was business, but there's some kind of connection where they know him as an individual. And out of the 40, the lawyers were very, 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 uncomfortable. 2 individuals were intimate. I mean, we're going to keep it real. I'm not calling out names, but 2 people were physically intimate with Umar Johnson.
Man, you gotta slow it down to
But
regular
I can
time.
tell you the fear that I'm picking from them, that I'm noticing, the way that we're moving. We go to court. They spelled it out to us. There is a high risk of him facing prison time. And I think women are emotional creature, and I think that's the fear. This stain will be on all 40 of us. We're the group that caused Dr. Umar to go to prison. How will the community view us? How will Black America view us? And then there's a little thing among them, because when we have our group discussion without the attorney, so they're like, well, what if he does open the school? What if this is kind of like a hurdle? What if we're destroying something that's going to benefit Black America that's
Then
bigger
you
than us?
gotta turn up the normal speed.
There's just a lot of emotion there. But when we had the vote, I was voted out. If you guys go to my video on the 24th, when we all received our certified letters, like about like 9
Pause it
to
real
10
quick.
pages from the attorney, I jumped on there.
Hey, Miss Marianne, what I want to say to you is fuck with the community thing. Because it was the community who let this man get away with this shit for as long as he did. So fuck what they think. Don't nobody give a damn what they think. Don't nobody care what the community think. It was the community that let this shit drag on as long as it did. It was the community that didn't want to do nothing about it. That's why we in this predicament in the first place, because of the community. So fuck what the community think. Fuck them all. Go ahead.
I'm big on family time. Christmas Eve, I prepare dinner. We go to church. So I jump on there to announce, like, hey, the ball is rolling. Now there's a vote. They voted me out. They're like, you know what? We're going to do the sit down approach to talk to him, to allow him to make it right. Because in their heart of heart, they don't believe Umar wants to go to prison. They don't believe Umar wants to go into that legal realm, because he believes. Now there's a vote. They voted me out. They're like, you know what? We're going to do the sit down approach to talk to him, to allow him to make it right. Because in their heart of heart, they don't believe Umar wants to go to prison. To allow him to make it right. Because in their heart of heart, they don't believe Umar wants to go to prison. They don't believe Umar wants to go into that legal realm, because he will be vulnerable. They don't believe Umar wants to go into that legal realm, because he will be vulnerable.
She just showed you why you would feel the way you felt. I just gave you the answer right there, why you feel the way you felt. Because they do not believe in their hearts of hearts that Umar wants to go through with this. On the flip side of that, from the legal standpoint, that's exactly what we want. That's what you would want.
He will not have too late to stand on. And then, because he will be vulnerable. He will not have too late to stand on. And then,
to stand
he's so
on.
cunning. You're playing with a snake. It's dangerous. That's the route we should have gone to court. They're like, Sister Marianne, we're going to go this route. And if court is the last option that we use, we're going to feel like, the blood is on his hand, not ours. We did everything humanly possible to help him make it right. Family, I am not exaggerating. I swear to each one of you, I can't make this up. This man came up with his team. They gave us these elaborate graphic chart. And I'm like, why would you go through all this trouble? It had to be someone from graphic. They pay money for this chart. When I tell you elaborate, when he makes his little video coming February 7th, you guys will probably get a chance to see those charts. Breakdown. And through the entire time, we never saw a renovated classroom. We never saw a renovated hallway. We never saw a renovated bathroom. We never saw the principal office. He showed us hallway. You guys will probably get a chance to see those charts. Breakdown. And through the entire time, we never saw a renovated
What did she say?
Never
She
saw no
said
receipts,
she.
no nothing. That right there should let them know that that whole graphs and all that bullshit that he pulled up was full of shit because all he did was show y'all graphs. He ain't show y'all no receipts
We
to
never
nothing.
saw a renovated
She said we never saw a renovated classroom. We never saw a renovated
hallway. We never saw
hallway. We
a
never
renovated
saw
bathroom. We never saw the principal
bathroom,
office. He
principal
showed us
office,
no finished work, and they
no
assure
finished
the
work.
school is completely renovated.
Okay, so how people think that they can that Umar is going to swindle himself out of this, I don't understand. Umar said the renovations are done on the Newcastle County website for Delaware.
Nobody ever saw no proof.
Umar filed 25 permits and only three were completed. So that means he said, oh, the renovations are done. That means you filled out an application for the permit for that renovation. They gave you a copy. They gave a copy of it. And like Rem just said, for each and every one of them, those 25, you had a permit application.
Why ain't nobody asked for that though?
The donors, why would they do that now? This is just the preliminaries. This is the pregame. The donors, as well as the public under the 501c3, have the right to see that. So when they say, oh, he gonna open up the school. Okay, how? You said you gonna open up the school? Okay, that means you already got the certificate of occupancy. That's what that means.
Yeah,
That
I ain't
means
hear
you
nothing about
already,
that mold being done either.
well, in order to, well, let's talk about the mold. The mold is a violation under the ventilation and health and air quality of the punch list that we talked about on your channel right here. Last night we discovered that Umar filled out 25 permits and only did 3.
We never seen this HVAC that he jumps on and talks about continuously.
Never seen the HVAC
Nope.
that he jumps on and continuously talk.
And then if you guys look
If
at
you run that
YouTube,
HVAC, shit, whoever in that building gonna die.
Die.
YouTuber, you have so many
Unreliable.
content creator that has like done video and show us the outside of school. He didn't even show us the outside of the school. So they came to us with graphic and with word. So the attorney's like, look, we see what you're saying. So the demand for the 40 is like, hey, open the school. And I kind of wish like we had
Can you see
worded
me?
differently. It was like, open the school or you're paying everybody every cent. And then me, I wouldn't get any money out of the deal. The reason they brought me on, it's because of the amount that I have given, and we all
You
have
know you got the
paper
captions
from the
on.
Institute. Listen, it's been, you guys will be surprised how these banks were able to pull. We got somebody who gave Umar money like 9 to 10 years, and the bank's able to pull proof. Yes, this check came out from this institute to Umar Johnson. So we all have proof. So he can't finagle his way like, okay, all these people didn't give you money because we love you, because we're your friend. And that's why the attorney didn't want nobody who rolled into bed with him, because that could be compromising to the case. But the reason that they rolled with those two, it's because they felt their case was strong enough.
Did y'all hear what she said? I'm going to take it back just for a minute. I want to show you something. So he can't finagle his way out.
They brought me on, it's because of the amount that I have given, and we all have paper from like we had worded differently. It was like, open the school or you're paying everybody every cent. And then me, I wouldn't get any money out of the deal. The reason they brought me on, it's because of the amount that have given, and we all have paper from our financial institute. Listen, you guys will be surprised how these banks were able to pull. We got somebody who gave Umar money like 9 to 10 years, and the bank's able to pull proof. Yes, this check came out from this institute to Umar Johnson. So we all have proof.
So all of this chart business is a lie. That was to stroke his ego.
Right.
The banks got the proof, Umar. They went and pulled up. This ain't no regular, this ain't no none. They got lawyers with investigators, and they went and tracked the banks. You forgot, did Umar forget that he settled for $68,000 after trying to sue? It was him that tried to sue Miss Marianne, not Brown. She did a countersuit. But she'll say that. She'll tell you that.
He can't finagle his way like, okay, all these people didn't give you money because we love you, because we're your friend. And that's why the attorney didn't want nobody who rolled into bed with him, because that could be compromising to the case. But the reason that they rolled with those two, it's because they felt their case was strong enough, it wouldn't hurt the group. You understand? So he can't come and say, no, it's because they love me, they're my friend. That money, that we have proof where our team could show, okay, this is for the school. You're either going to pay the donors or you're going to open the school. And this Negro, we kind of gave an opportunity. He wasn't aggressive. He wasn't disrespectful. He's like, yeah, renovations done. We're about to open the school. And then the attorney's like, well, yeah, but you're not showing us anything. This is graphic. So he's like, yeah, on the 7th, I'm going to make this grand. He's supposed to do something grand for Black America, for his donor, for the conscious community, to show the journey, the hardship he had coming and making FDMG a reality. So what I want you guys to understand, it's not like we show up as a group with his legal team and with our legal team and it's a slam dunk. It's a process. He told us it's going to be a process. Let me tell you, Umar, I'm going to tell you one thing about him. This man's not going to go down without a fight. But the scam that I'm peeping from him, I think he's like these 40.
And I think he's going to try to drag it out as long as he can and do the renovations as it's being drug out.
He can't do it. It's not going to happen.
Oh, no, he's not going to be able to do the mold.
He ain't going to be able to do none of them. He ain't going to be able to do none of them. Because in order to get the permit, you got to have insurance. Wait. Yeah, you got to have insurance. Before you get the permit, you got to pay the late fees on the abandoned building list, the vacant property list. See, those buildings are still on vacant property status, and they're accumulating fees as we speak right now. So we back to the 38,000, or we selling them property.
Right.
So I'm sitting here like everybody. Oh, this is slammed. Oh, he gonna get out of it. How?
No, he ain't gonna be able to, like you said. He gonna be
You
able to
have
I think he believe that those donors is gonna outvote her and try not to take it to court.
It don't matter. It don't matter. The lawyers are like doctors. If they see something, they have to say something. So in other words, right? In other words, the attorney is going after Umar because Marianne, as of next week, is going to get her money back. Umar is being sued by the attorney for the fees for his clients. And he has to pay it. Right. Meanwhile, that money goes, the money so she's going to get her 68. Let's just say she used $68,000. She going to get that $68,000 back.
Backward chick from Ohio are on my ass. So I'm going to have to open this school. But the scam that I'm peeping from him, I think he's like these 40 backward chick from Ohio are on my ass. So I'm going to have to open this school. He's going to open the school, family. That's what he stands on. The school's going to open. Now, I don't know how functional. But he's gonna come and show, hey, yep, I had money raised from my Black community. He didn't take money from any other ethnic group, but people of African descent. I took money from my community. I built the school. Here's the school. I renovated, and the school is coming. And then the scam, follow me now. Yeah, please follow me. The scam is going to be, look, my hands is tied behind my back. The city of Delaware is against me. They don't want to see black progress. What he has been successful is playing that race card throughout the community, and he's going to play it with Black America. Look, they're trying to keep a Black man down. That's the scam. I'm guaranteeing you guys. Trust me, you guys got to hear first. That's what he's going to roll with. You understand, family? So
that was great info.
I truly agree with you, Sister Marianne. I'm
sorry, Manny. I do have like a question. So is it okay for us to say that you guys are in some sort of mediation since you are not in court?
So the process is, and I can talk as limitedly as I can. The process is to allow him. We made a presentation. Hey, you're gonna give this school that you promised, because the money was given under the intention, you're going to provide a Black institution that's going to mold Black mind, that's going to give us Black.
Why is this statement that she just said very important? The money was given to Umar in the intentions of the school being open, not for your personal donation, not because we feel sorry for you, which is a direct violation of the 501c3. If somebody gives you money on and you are nonprofit and you have nonprofit status, the first thing you're supposed to do is give them a receipt so they can file for taxes and take whatever that donation off of their taxes. Then you also supposed to be transparent. Hey, the money you gave me, we just built this. We just built the table. We just finished.
Shouldn't they have proof of that account, FDMG account, though? Like if it's a 501c3, shouldn't they see proof of the account, that the account exists and where the money's going?
Okay, but the money was going directly to Umar.
No, but he says he has he's been on several videos saying that he has two accounts. He has a personal account and an FDMG account.
It don't even matter.
That account should be public.
It don't even matter. Once he got that donation with the intentions to build the school, it don't matter if it went to FDMG. It don't matter if it went to him personally.
It do matter because he said he opened up.
No.
He took donations.
It don't matter.
Made a special account
it don't matter. If I got a 501c3 and people send me the money or they send it in the name of the FDMG, if I have the 501c3 and I take that money and use it not on FDMG, I just committed a felony. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Black scholars. So you've taken this.
It's called 501c3 fraud.
Money throughout a prolonged period of time. You can't, it's against the law. You can't have an indefinite donation scam. So now, hey, you got this money. We know you got this money. And he knows once that 40 hits court, it's going to be a domino effect. They're not trying to go to court. Guarantee you, family. You understand? So they're like, you have this money. We want the school or we want you to pay every donor. See, that conscious community, they're playing it a way where we're conscious. We got to be true to what we stand about Black power. We can't take one of ours. He's still one of ours. That's how they look at it. And then hang them with the white man. You have to understand there is a racism history in this country. There's still.
And I think, not saying that she's full of shit, I think that statement is a crock of shit. Because if we're for Black power and somebody is being damaged to damaging to that Black power, it shouldn't matter whether, who takes them down or what color they are. If they're doing something damaging to Black power, they gotta go, whether they're Black or white. I think that shit is an excuse for y'all to let this shit keep happening.
Okay. In other words,
I'm not saying it's Marianne, I'm talking about the community in general.
In other words, Umar is not being faithful to the black community. So why should you be faithful to Umar?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Okay, I'm translating what my brother is saying. He's saying straight out, is it fair that you follow the rules and regulations of the Pan-African community when the person that's wronging you says he's the leader of the Pan-African community and he's taking advantage of you in broad daylight?
It's like they got Stockholm syndrome or something.
No, what they doing? No.
Beating the head with the bullshit stick. But yeah, I love them. I love them though. He's one of ours.
They add in the Christian doctrine. They add in, I'm supposed to turn the other cheek. They add in, I'm supposed to pray on them. Pray to the Harishas. I hope I said that right.
Yeah, that's a crock of shit, bro. I'm not saying what you're saying. I'm just talking about the whole philosophy is a crock of shit.
We're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing. I'm just breaking it down in layman terms. I'd rather put the rules and regulations of the Pan-African community over my children.
Right.
Okay. That money that went to building a school for black boys came from babies' mouths. That came from children who needed that money. Rent money.
Say people skip bills to help.
Skip bills, skip rent, willing to go in debt just to see this dream happening. And then you get people like you and me, and we tell you he full of shit. And they're like, wait a minute, not my dream. They don't see Umar, they see their dream. Not my dreams. Like I was telling my partner, you asking, I used to like Superman. I used to like the whole car until they tried to play on my emotions and destroyed Superman. Now we're doing the same thing to the Umar Johnson is the Pan-African Superman. The community see him as that.
Right.
Okay. The pastor that cheating on his wife with the girl in the first row. And she's sitting there just as plain as day.
I think the black community just used to being abused and just not doing shit about it.
And then say, it's the white man. It's the white man. It's the white man.
Somehow try to put it on the white man. Oh, we don't want it. We don't want the white man getting in our business. Who gives a fuck who gets in the business? Long as the business is getting handled.
I'm not taking up for the white man on this one. I'm not. But what I will say is he being blamed for something he ain't had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. We can't blame the white man on this one. It's us that allowed this shit to happen for 10, 15 years.
Okay. Wait a minute. Give him the remix.
It was us. You can't sit there and blame it on the white man. That's why I'm saying we don't want a white man in our business. Well, eventually he's going to get in our business if we don't do something about it. And by then it'll be too fucking late.
It's either Umar,
3 or 4 more Umars.
Either Umar or the whole Pan-African community is going to fall. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's what it's coming down to. Because Umar is the last scammer of the Pan-African community. He's the only one left. Everybody else got dealt with. Malachi York got dealt with.
And it was the white man.
Brother Polite got dealt with.
White man.
Nature Boy got dealt with.
White man.
YP gets dealt with on a regular by the what, Ram? By the white man.
By the white man.
He get dealt with. Am I lying? You just did a live on him.
Oh, who?
On YP getting dealt by the white man.
Oh, yeah. With the white dude, yeah. Sometimes you need the white man to step in and say, if you're not going, at this point, I'm begging the white man to come in.
Please.
Because we ain't finna do shit about it. As a community.
Please, and when we try to do something about it, the rest of the community, now, why are you trying to take that a black man? If he was a black man, if he was a black man, if he was a black man, he wouldn't be, the FDMG would be open.
Right. They don't give a fuck about black people. Hey, y'all
Why
definitely
would
gonna
he?
fuck you up.
Why would
It's a
why
white
would
man that
Umar,
keep taking his ass to jail.
why would Umar be worried about? Why would he be thinking about black people? Huh? Huh? They're stupid. They give me money. I tell them whatever. I lie to them regularly. And guess what they do? They pay me to lie to them some more. They
And then
pay
when, and then when a black man steps up and say this shit ain't right, is the black community that condemns that person for trying to help the black community.
where the men at?
Stupid is
Where
that?
the men? Where the men where we need them? And then when we step up, y'all push us. Y'all, you wrong. You doing that's wrong.
Right.
What has Umar given the black community? Excuses.
Broken homes,
Excuses.
broken homes, abused women,
People getting robbed. People
elderly abuse.
getting elderly abuse. The neighborhood is poisoned with black mold.
Right. He about to take out a whole community with a
Take out,
building that he's siphoning your money.
ciphering your money, and he's killing a boys and girls club. He's exposing children not to education. He's exposing children not to higher learning. He's exposing children not to better living. He's exposing children to poison. Only thing you gonna learn at an FDMG school is you gonna learn that how to scam, how to lie, how to cheat, how to take advantage of somebody. That's what you gonna learn.
Right.
I'm gonna play the button.
Go ahead.
You got. Oh no, it's all good. My bad. Hold on.
Umar could have done something great. This camera family, prolonged period of time. You can't. It's against the law. You can't have an indefinite donation scam. So now, hey, you got this money. We know you got this money, and he knows once that 40 hits court, it's going to be a domino effect. They're not trying to go to court. Guarantee you, family. You understand? So they're like, you have this money. We want the school, or we want you to pay every donor. See, that conscious community, they're playing it a way where we're conscious. We can't. We got to be true to what we stand about Black power. We can't take one of ours. He's still one of ours. That's how they look at it, and then hang them with the white man. You have to understand there is a racism history in this country. There's still misjustice.
If he's one of y'all's, then y'all are scammers too.
To Black people, and I'm not very educated. Sometimes you come in that professional space, you have to be twice as good as your counterpart. It's reality, family. It's reality, unfortunately. But what's so sad, all this knowledge he had, Umar could have done something great. This man went to school what it's like to be a scam artist. He is going to go down in Black history as one of the biggest scam artists in the world. And then the way it happens, he knows how to select his victim. Listen, when you're a mother, and I don't want to know, I respect fathers. We got good fathers. But when you're a mother, in this country, we have a lot of single mothers. A lot. Some of y'all came from single mother's household. When you're a mother, you're struggling. You got that one child that's giving you a headache. You can't afford to miss work just to even go to that parent-teacher conference or to go when the principal call you, because you miss work. That's going to be food off the table. That's going to be jeopardizing the place where everybody lives. You understand? So his tactic is like, hey, I'm going to put this school that understand our children, that's going to help our boys that are being lost in the system. You understand? And as a mother, that swells your heart, just like
she just showed you how Umar manipulates mothers, single mothers.
when you go to the church, The majority are women. Women are who supports the church. Women are the
You just heard it right there.
one who are consistent in paying tithes and offerings.
Facts.
So within the
Facts.
community, his base supporter or financial hardship women. You know,
Right.
that's on what they call the poverty line.
Facts.
But you got some people who are disciplined. They'll bust two jobs. They'll do a double. You know what I'm saying? They know how to struggle to
And Umar can't even get one job.
earn a little extra. So he comes in with the pretext, I'm going to help you with your son. You know what I'm saying? And the mother's all happy. And when you're a single woman, you're working hard, you're busting the move. Listen, sometimes you fall out of your feminine energy. And when a man comes, that's every woman. Any woman to tell you what I'm saying isn't true, they're lying to you. A man comes, he's giving you that kind of attention. And then every woman is attracted to a man that has some kind of powerful status. Why do you think some of these people want to lay up with pastor? Women are attractive to power. So they see Umar as a savior coming to save their son. And this man, once he get into bed with you, the woman is lost emotionally. Now your judgment is clouded. You're attached to this man. He rapes them financially. And when I say rape, I don't want anybody to take like every sexual encounter he has with women, it's willingly. It's like two adult coming consent, but he comes with a conning nature. You know, he'll take your money. You know, he'll lay up with you and give you none. I told you guys.
Sex for profit.
The testimony with that mother with those children. This man she said it with her own mouth. And then she's afraid to come out publicly. She's afraid of the backlash. She's afraid of Umar sending someone behind her. Listen, if you live in an impoverished community, you're already struggling. She can't take the risk Umar sending people at her doorstep. So she doesn't want to come out publicly. She has minors that she's protecting. And we got to understand that. So she lays up with this man. This man rapes her financially. This woman out of her own mouth said this man never looked at this boy IEP. Never looked at the IEP family. He gets on here, tell us about how he's a champion for special education. You're going to lay with her, use her body, commit the most intimate act. You never look at the IEP. You never ask her, well, what's going on with this boy? How can I help? If you're laying with her, this should have got the royal treatment, should have got privilege.
And the fact that he's been doing that for years to all these different women and getting caught, that should make every black woman not want to donate. Because they all said they all got the same story.
Wow.
They called him for help. They called him for help, and he didn't even do nothing for the kids. He could at least did that.
Something.
And then you think about it. When does he actually talk about the kids? Like when he does his closet conferences. That's
the cash out.
But other than that, he's talking about where my chocolate ladies at, where my
Where my
sexy
chocolate,
tickets. Everything is about sex.
Where my Switzerland queens, where my Norway
Everything he
queen,
talks about is sexual.
my chocolate buttercup, chocolate chip, butterscotch, caramel queens at.
Shit don't make no sense. You can go ahead, play.
Attention from Dr. Umar. Never, family. Never. And now, in fairness to him, she allowed that man to have access to her account. But she was adamantly honest. She's like, yes, when he had an emergency, he felt like I'm your man. He should have access. So out of blindness of love, she allowed him. She never wanted this man to wipe her out, family. Never. That was not.
So they was in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, it ain't no relationship. Just because a man is laying with you doesn't mean it's a relationship.
She thought she was in a relationship. Umar wasn't in one.
Umar was just like using that woman's body and then sizing her up to see, okay, how much can I get out of you? He don't care if he can get $50 out of you.
Y'all hit that. I thought you said something. My bad. Like button now.
Well, Miss Marianne, there is
38 people in the chat. Hit that like button. Get this man his props.
Man, thank you so much, man. Please hit the like button, family. And Miss Marianne, there is a question. I know you are limited on what you can answer. The question is, did the donors put the donations in the memo line of the checks when they made them out to Umar?
The check was made out to his name. All the check. That's the pattern.
Right.
All the check was made out to his name. Now, in my memo line, I always put FDMG funds. I've always done that. Like, I can't speak to that, but it was clearly to the group. All of our payment was made under his name. It's just so ironic. No one's payment, out of the 40 of us, no payment was made directly to FDMG. And
See, right there, that's where shit sounds funny as fuck. That's where it sounded like it was a setup. All 40 people that donated checks all gave them into his name. She the only one, and then those 39 people so happen to not want to take him to court. I don't know. I smell the setup.
Here's part 2.
Granted, Game Canal, appreciate it.
I need you guys to understand. The
Make sure you're hitting
people
that like button.
that have a paper
Appreciate what? What happened?
He just
Brent,
said, NY
somebody got a donation? Somebody did a donation?
No.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of that, if anybody want to help us reach our $25 goal, trying to get a new mouse for the computer, Cash App, PayPal's at the top of the chat. Trying to reach this $25 goal. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
The amount of money he has connected, you know how the Black community moves. And then one thing I need you guys to understand, the people that has paid him that have a paper trail are few. The amount of money he has connected, you know how the Black community move. Some of us move in cash. There's no paper trail on that cash donation, family. There's not. There's not. And then he's not stupid. He realized, you know what, this was a good run. This was a good run. He had pressure before. Like, the community put pressure before. See, the community is not the type y'all gonna see on YouTube making noise. They're like, hey, you been collecting money. Where's the school? When the pressure was too much, what did he do? He bought 2 buildings. And then he sat on it and still collecting. So now the same pressure has come around and roll over again. So he's like, I gotta open this. He's gonna open the school. But you know, he's going to tell you, hey, I did what I'm supposed to do. Wilmington, he keeps giving us this story. The city is not a friend of Dr. Umar. The city is against Dr. Umar's efforts.
Because he be lying, Sister Marianne. He be lying on the people.
He be lying. Listen, if you have tax you have to pay on the property, and ain't no cities against you, that's all of us. Any of you here who can hear my voice, you're a homeowner, you don't pay your tax. After a while, they're going to put a lien on your home. You're going to lose that property. You don't pay that light bill. You're going to turn that switch, and there's not going to be no light. You don't pay that heat, you're going to be cold. Stop playing. We live in a world where you got to pay your bill. Don't pay that car. Keep driving. I don't care where you are. They have devices in these cars. Next thing you know, you come outside, the car's gone. The repo man will come and get that car. So you're just because you Umar Johnson, you think you're not supposed to pay your bill. And then he lied when he told you guys hater took the slip from the door. There's no hater, family. There's no hater.
They just took a picture of it. They didn't take it.
Nobody took nothing off the door. Umar's lying. And then there's proof from the city of Delaware. I even contacted somebody directly from the city. They're like, no, we're the city. We can't get, because I asked for an interview. They don't want to come on.
Told people to contact Delaware.
For a lawsuit from him. You understand?
That's how I know he believe y'all lazy. And y'all the community dumb and wasn't really going to do nothing, because he the one who told them to contact Delaware. And hold on.
Understand? They had given him numerous times to tell him, hey, you need to pay this. He paid it, family. He paid it. He paid the $32,000. He paid it.
You see,
Where's that money coming? Yes.
So just a bit about myself. I met Dr. Umar back in 2014 here in Nashville.
Right.
At that time, I was newly married and I had a 2-year-old son. He's about to be 15 in a few months.
Wow.
But I wanted him to go to FDMG. Now, in your movie, in the movie that you made, there's a scene where there's a guy that walks up wearing a suit. And I guess he's a flamboyant male. He was in the line to take a picture.
Yes.
I met the day I met Dr. Umar Johnson, everyone was in their dashikis and their African dress. I was the only one wearing a suit because I had just got off work. Now, when I
so he tried to make fun of KKC in the movie.
Consciousness. I started this channel and I called it King Kong Crazy, all because I was like, well, I gotta be crazy because I follow him. But I was selling custom tailored clothing at that time.
Say something.
And no, I haven't since I got
No,
shot.
I ain't say nothing.
A whole lot of that, man. But I was doing custom tailored clothing at that time, and I met Umar to pitch to him, hey, I can do custom tailored clothing for the boys since you want them to wear button down slacks. I can also do vests. Now, I had a I had a notebook with some context in it, but I started an email list because he stated that he wanted to start an email list to keep everyone up to date about FDMG. And so in that notebook, I started the email list. That's all my fault because once I gave him that notebook, he contacted everybody, but he was asking for donations.
If you can hear it,
Anything
put one in the chat, please.
email list.
No, you gotta turn it up.
Like that messed up some business relationships, but that was my fault.
Well, you know
Now,
what? We
You
all
gotta
feel
go back a couple of minutes too
because
because you've been
when
playing it on
he
low.
came to make a documentary, he the type y'all gonna see, he's got. Hey, you know, listen,
in the movie that you made, there's a
Yeah,
scene
cool right
where
there.
there's a guy that walks up wearing a suit, and I guess he's a flamboyant male. He was in the line to take a picture.
Yes.
I met the day I met Dr. Umar Johnson. Everyone was in their dashikis and their African dress. I was the only one wearing a suit because I had just got off work. Now, when I started this channel, he calls himself King Kong Consciousness. I started this channel and I called it King Kong Crazy, all because I was like, well, I gotta be crazy because I follow him. But
Oh, that's what KKC mean.
selling custom tailored clothes.
Yeah.
That's what
King-
KKC mean. Okay. But you
King
heard him, he
Kong
tried to make
crazy.
fun of KKC in the movie.
Right.
And I think he put something about Lennon in that joint too, try to make him look all flamboyant and stuff.
Leonard was the guy that was in the kitchen when they were talking about what the old lady went and she said, what I got to do? And
Right.
I'd have to show you. But anyway, go ahead.
Clothing at that time.
You still doing it?
And no, I haven't since I got shot. I stopped doing a whole lot of that, man. But I was doing custom tailored clothing at that time, and I met Umar to pitch to him, hey, I can do custom tailored clothing for the boys since you want them to wear button downs and slacks. I can also do vests. Now, I had a notebook with some context in it, but I started an email list because he stated that he wanted to start an email list to keep everyone up to date about FDMG. And so in that notebook, I started the email list. That's all my fault because once I gave him that notebook, he contacted everybody, but he was asking for donations. He didn't say anything about a email list. And
Damn, wait, pause.
Like that messed
So
up business relationship.
instead of inquiring the outfits and stuff, that's another more labor that a black man offered. Instead, he turned that down and contacted all of those people for donations.
For donation.
That right there is a huge red flag. Go ahead.
But that was my fault.
Well, you know
Now,
what? We all feel bad about something because when he came to me to make a documentary, he gave me a thing to print out, which I print out. He had me pass out collecting people's personal information. Okay. And then he gave under Lawyer Vision Production, had my production name all over the place. And he was collecting for this documentary. You understand? And then when he wanted me to fund that project, I said, no, my company's too young. You came to me. I didn't sort you out. I'm not going to foot that. I don't want to take the risk. If the project is not successful, that'd be a big financial blow for my production company. I need a documentary. You understand? And then when he wanted me to fund that project, I said, no, my company's too young. You understand? And then when he wanted me to fund that project, I said, no, my company's too young.
So who paid for the movie?
You came to me. I didn't sort you out. I'm not going to foot that. I don't want to take the risk. If the project is not successful, that'd be a big financial blow for my production company. Okay. And then he flipped. He's like, well, make a movie. because I need to leave a legacy for when I'm gone. I don't want white people making my story, make a movie, and that's how my business connection came with them. Even though I seen them, I've been heard of them in the conscious community. I went to see other people's lecture. I never been to an Umar lecture till Umar reached out to me because I made a cash donation for
Wait,
FMG.
boss.
Everybody in the community.
Why do you think that you're so great that white folks would even want to make a movie about you? You're not even on their radar. Some folks don't give a damn about you. Just like he kept trying to make all them excuses about the schools, they turned me down once they found out who I was and blah blah blah. Them white folks don't give a fuck about who you are. All they cared about is if you had the money or not, and you did. You can go ahead.
Supported the dream. Everybody loved the concept, and everybody was so proud. They're like, my goodness, this school come to fruition. This is going to lift the community. This is going to help us to recruit more Black people within the conscious community. You understand? This man was going around. We're making the movie. There's no documentary being made, and you're still collecting money for the documentary. Why are you collecting money for a documentary when no one's making a documentary? You understand? And then because my name was attached to those paper and I got contact, and I'm like, oh my God, I had to publicly come out to make an apology. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Because people might think
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
crazy. Hold, pause,
where's
pause.
the documentary? Family, there's never been a documentary.
So he tried to use Miss Mary Ann's name as
Yep.
a
Yep.
ploy to get donations for a documentary they wasn't even
Yep.
filming. That's wild. I don't know where the fuck Manny just went. But he tried to get them put her name, but she should have known something wasn't right when you trying to get all the information, name and information of everybody on the production team.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That should have been the red flag right there. Like, why do you need everybody name and information, personal information at that?
Mm-hmm.
This
Right.
ain't your production team. You don't. I think he was either trying to get solicit donations or try to pull her production team from up under her.
Mm-hmm.
He
That
tried
was
to
a
get
slap
leverage.
suit. He tried to
Yeah,
use a
he tried to
slap
get
suit
leverage.
against her, thinking that she was going to fold, and she didn't. She didn't fold
Right.
at all.
No, but by him going around collecting people's information, it tells me that he was either trying to do something underhanded and pull her production team from up from under her, or
Mm-hmm.
try to get some type of leverage against her.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you used her name to collect donations.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did you pull it back up?
Yeah, it's up.
Oh, there you go. You can go ahead. Make sure y'all hitting that like button.
The only thing that came to fruition was the movie that I made for him. And I'm telling y'all publicly, which I've stated already, Omar has not put a cent in that movie.
I believe you.
Can
I
you guys hear
definitely
me?
believe you. Yes, I
Yeah.
can.
Yo,
That's
he hasn't put
crazy.
a cent in that movie. So, I don't want to dominate your show, take any more time,
No,
but I just want you guys to know, like, looking from my outside, it's very complicated. It's very
yes.
complicated because they're part of the community. And a lot of people, you guys are seeing it, but you guys don't see behind the scenes. How many people in the country are upset with us? They're like, so we're treading carefully. But I told them, this is what I told them when I got outvoted. I said, listen, I dealt with him personally. I know him personally, and the main vocal one, the one that was rolling in the middle of the bed with her, I knew she was going to be a problem. But you got to be a team player. You got to get along with others. She was like, "Well, we all know him. We all have a personal relationship too. Just because you pay that return fee doesn't mean you're dictating this. This is a collective effort." This is how she talked to me within the group, and I looked at her.
Wow.
I'm like, "Okay, she's gonna be a
Yeah,
damn
that's
power." I
crazy.
knew that from the jump start, and I told them, I said, dealing with Umar, you can't sit down with a thief. He'll pickpocket you while you're sitting there trying to reason with him. There's no, and then I felt, this is my opinion. All the talking time is over,
Pause.
and he
Exactly.
went. Let me tell y'all something. That
And that's the point I've been trying to make. Like, the man's obviously been pickpocketing motherfuckers for years. Why are you trying to sit down and reason? You can't reason with. There's no honor amongst thieves. That man's gonna say whatever the fuck he can to get you to keep giving him money.
Your mic is muffled, Rim.
My mic is muffled.
You better now. Clear, lot
Yeah,
clear.
he gonna say whatever he can to keep digging in your pockets. There's no honor amongst thieves. He don't give a damn what he got to say to get back in your pockets. How are you trying to negotiate with him? It's been 15 years. There shouldn't be no negotiations. That's what's pissing me off. And I know it's probably frustrating her too. Like it's been 15 years, yo. There's been people who had not even a quarter of the donations that Umar had and started schools. His nephew started a
And
school
doing
faster than
better
him.
than he doing right now.
Right. They ain't have no grants, no nothing.
Nothing.
They still up and started something. You could have started an online school and used that as a way to build up money to open a bigger school. And again, how the fuck is he running a school doing tours all year round?
Bad. Bad.
I'm starting to think certain aspects, this black power shit means just lose all fucking reason and common sense when it
Shit
comes
like
to the
that.
black
Shit
community.
like that. Shit like that. Shit.
When it comes to black power, you just lose all reason and common sense. You just retarded. I'm glad Miss Marianne woke up out of that. She's still down for black power, but I bet you she see that, like, black power don't mean, you know we got to turn a blind eye to somebody doing wrong.
Preach.
You go ahead and play it.
Lawyer said that lawyer told us if we went the legal realm, like we went straight to court with them, he's like the minute paperwork was out, it would have gone on something called a docket. And he's like,
Yep.
if his influence is as big as
That's a docket. That means that once the case goes on to the docket, it's up for the public to review.
yeah, he said if his influence is as big off of social media, any news outlet. He's like any news outlet, from a high-end podcast to a ABC, NBC, any from
What happened? Man,
Sorry about that. Difficulty, my bad. It's up.
go ahead, play it.
at the legal realm. Like we went straight to court with him. He's like the minute paperwork was out, it would have gone on something called a docket. And he's like, if his influence is as big as he said
This
if
is
his
not black power. Umar down with powder.
media, any news outlet. He's like any news outlet, from a high-end podcast to a ABC, NBC, any from NPR, any news outlet would have picked up the story, and that would have been more sight on the story. Any content creator, I don't care if your page got 10 people on it, all of y'all
Wow.
and pull the docket and understand.
Miss Marion.
That's her
connect us
channel.
up to Umar.
That's his channel.
Yeah.
Mr. Marianne, I have a
Hello?
question to ask you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. The question I want to ask you is, how do you know that that lady that you're talking about is not a plant?
Well, no, she gave $5,000. She actually gave money to him, and I think the fallout with Umar. I don't think she's being truthful with us. I think the fallout is because the romantic thing didn't work out. But
Right.
we have, she gave money. Like,
Well, I'm saying is, I'm
and,
thinking, I don't mean to cut you off. I apologize,
yeah.
please.
No.
I'm
apologize.
saying, like, how do we know that she don't have relationships with him now?
I don't think she does, but I don't know if there's some.
How do we know that she don't have relationships with him now?
You want to answer that, Rim?
That's what I've been saying the whole time, bro. Like, you never know. That lady is being a disruption to the whole entire thing. She gave $5,000. I mean, You obviously had some type of strong feelings for the nigga. Gave up that much money.
Hmm.
And now you want to assume
And
that shit didn't work out. That means all he got to do is get in her ear one more time and she'll
mhm,
back out. In my
right,
eyes.
right, right. Now you starting to see what I'm seeing.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying.
I don't think she does, but I don't know if there's some underlying feeling
Mm-hmm.
because she's one of the one I feel like I bump head with because she's like, well, we gonna do this sit down. We're gonna give him a chance for him to make it right.
Right.
We are our brother's keeper. And then I'm a busybody. When we all was sitting there, when they came on Zoom with his attorney, I'm the type of person I like to observe people's emotion to see how study the room. She lit up when that man came on the screen. Lit up, family. Lit
Wow.
up when that man came on the screen. So I'm like, is there some kind of underlying? You still got feelings for this man?
Look,
Like it's
you
like,
heard her.
listen, a
Said she
woman.
lit up.
Yo,
That lady thought look. We wasn't even there and we can already tell. I believe a good percentage of them people was in there to sway was planted there to sway the other people. You think
Mm,
that lady when you contacted her and let her know that you was taking him to court, why you think he was so prepared so quickly?
mm,
That lady ran right back to him and told him, "Yo,
mm.
they finna take you to court." And he probably said, "Here's what I need you to do. I need you to act. I need you to go in there and act like you a participant and disrupt the whole thing."
What's up,
Yep.
Dark One?
He's definitely capable of that. Dark One, what's up? He's definitely capable of that. And he said it's more than one person in there that had a romantic relationship with him.
Two of them to be exact.
Bam, there you go. And one of the two is being the most disruptive.
Mm-hmm. For now, but you never know. The other one might be on reserve.
emotion. We just don't know. We just don't know.
Okay.
But
Can we get at
I
least
think
8 likes?
she came part of the group. She wanted to get her money back. But if he's opening the school, this is what I want y'all to understand. People are jumping in my chat. If he's opening the school, listen, if he's opening the school, he ain't got to give donors no money.
Wait, man.
He's
One thing.
delivering on his promise. Do you see what I'm saying? But that
Yeah,
attorney
yeah.
is smart. That attorney, they peeped our group out. They're like, look, it's 40 of them. And out of 40 y'all can't come collectively to give this retainer one person.
This is not.
These people, they secure their payment. So he didn't even touch base with her. He framed it. If you're not negotiating, the next step is court. Umar's been cooperative. I just want y'all to understand that. So
Right.
part of the package, he put like all legal fee got to be paid up front. So this man, and then this is the irony. And she's like, well, I don't understand how this lawyer getting paid.
Pause it.
Did y'all understand what she was saying?
Right. But it seemed like he cooperative because he don't gotta put up much of a fight from his side if he already got two people on their side to disrupt it.
One and two, he's trying to come off as the guy that I'm really for my people. I'm really for my people. But if you was for your people, then we wouldn't have never been in this situation from the beginning to get it.
Right. We understand every people is human. Even Martin Luther King was out there fucking them hoes. But he ain't
But
never used none of them for money. He ain't never
ain't
took none
never
of them
take
out.
advantage of people.
He ain't never take advantage of nothing. Shit, a lot of our leaders out there running them hoes, but you ain't hear half the shit that he did.
What about our pay? No, don't ask about your pay because you wanted to do this sit down route. He's like, he don't care how it goes. He's not trying to hunt people to pay him his.
Now she's talking about the woman who donated the $5,000. She got mad because the lawyer said, I am putting a claim on Umar. He has to pay all 40 people. He has to pay for the legal fees. And this is coming from the attorney. So how did Miss Mary Ann get her money back? Well, she got her money back because the lawyer paid him out of her. The firm paid Miss Mary Ann back out of their money.
And see, the funny part about it is everybody think, oh, he won. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. The charge is Umar is charged with 501c3 fraud. He's not charged whether or not he's going to open the school. He's charged each one of them people, all 40 of them, presented evidence that Umar did not give them a receipt. 501c3 fraud. They're suing him for their money back because he did not give them a receipt. 501c3 fraud.
Right.
He was not transparent about anything. 501c3 fraud. He did not properly fill out the 990 tax form. 501c3 fraud. And because he did it in 3 years consecutively, guess what? I paused for dramatic effect. Guess what? Umar lost his 501c3. You got 6 degrees and a doctorate. You can't properly fill out a 990.
And since you lost it, you still collecting money under that.
Under the 501c3. 501c3 fraud, am I not?
You right.
Money. This lawyer, see, this is how that lawyer is walking out paid from donors' money. And now we run the risk.
Wait. The money that Miss Marianne got at the settlement was from what? Donors' money, wasn't it?
Yep.
Now the lawyer is getting paid with donors' money. 501c3 fraud. They're not suing FDMG, they suing Umar, but he taking FDMG money and paying his personal debt. 501c3 fraud.
Open the school. Once he opened the school, he don't have to deal with none of you. He provided on his promise. Now, the point I'm making to you guys, I don't know how functional the school would be.
Now, let's talk about something. Umar said that the renovations are done and he's going to open the school. That means he has a certificate of occupancy. That means that all 25 of those permits that he put out for renovations in that building are done. And Newcastle County website for permits is lying. They lying on Umar. They saying that he completed 25, not 3.
Either way, you ain't get that mold done. That's good. You open that building with all that mold on the side. First of all, you got to pass an inspection. You got to pass an inspection to open it. That's why Miss Marianne keeps saying that the school won't open, but it's not. You got to pass an inspection. You're not passing that inspection.
Ooh, I got something to say, big bro. I got something to say, baby bub. You right. You right. But what they don't know is the renovations that were completed only covered 2, and it's only one item out of 2 sections of the contractor's punch list for the certificate of occupancy.
Right.
So the mold is in that punch list under ventilation and HVAC.
Right. If he turn that HVAC on, you go in that building, you good as gone.
Here's the thing. Umar think that you go up to the city and file for the certificate of occupancy and they go give it to you. They're gonna make an appointment with you, Umar, and they're gonna walk physically.
They're gonna get to the outside of that building, and they're
when
like,
they pull up, they ain't even gonna get to the outside of the building. When they pull up and they see that mold, they ain't even getting.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna look right. They're gonna pull right up to the joint, see all that mold hanging on. And we just had a huge winter storm.
I
had a huge winter storm.
See,
And there's another one coming this weekend.
Get out of my head, Ram. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Right now, it's $5 to $7 million. After the first storm that comes, you can go ahead and multiply that by 2. After the third storm comes, you can multiply that by 3. What sugar mama got $20 million to give out
Not even
just
black
to get
community
them
ain't even got that much right now.
Huh? Jobs is hard.
Yep.
Trying to get a job right now is hard. Why? Because Trump trying to emulate George Bush back in 2001. This to me, this ain't 2020. This ain't 2026. This is 2001. See, I need recruitment
over and over.
I need recruitment for this takeover I'm about to go do in Venezuela.
But we need to paint somebody as a terrorist first.
We need to go. We're gonna get all of these. We could get all y'all that's sitting on the. Umar, you might get a job. You might get a job in the military. Actually, you wouldn't be able to do that because you're too old for that shit. The cutoff is at 36.
Damn.
You can't even do that. You might get work as a psychiatrist or a psychologist for the veterans when they come back, but you gotta first be certified. If you can't even work at a school. He's a school psychologist.
He told me the people that before him to get his lawyer's license or another certification that people got to pay for it.
Umar said he was a school psychiatrist. Name the school that he worked at. Don't worry, I'll wait.
I'll wait for it too.
Okay. You said you a school psychologist. That means you work at a school. Name the school you worked at. So we could call them to verify your lie. See, that's what we coming with. I'm coming with the facts. That's why the Umaritarians, the Umarians don't come back over here. Because they know we don't play. We come with 2 swords. You getting hit with 2 swords. It's crazy. But no, he gonna swindle his way out. Your time, your lies, you ain't got no more lies to give, Umar. You done lied all your lies. All your lies. You ain't got another lie to do. He pumping up. He giving the 39 hope. February the 7th. I'll give you a chance. He gonna open up the school, y'all. A school has teachers. A school has students. School has payroll. The buildings ain't even insured, y'all. They vacant. Name an insurance company that's gonna insure those buildings right now.
I don't think it's going to be functional at all. It can't be. But I have a question for you, Ms.
I don't know. But unless he's doing something we don't know, maybe he's meeting all the requirements. I don't know. That I can't speak on.
I do have a question for you myself. Because you stated that you said that you are a busybody. And so I'm like, okay, when you first came out, I had my own personal reservations. And I'm like,
listen to this, y'all.
If things did not go south between you and Umar in the making of your movie, would you have came out and said anything about what's going on?
I'm going to be honest and transparent with you. Okay. Before our business went south, I've already started seeing poor character trait. And
you just had to see it for herself.
She says she already seen poor character traits. Watch
That's what
this.
I'm saying, but at first you don't believe it until you see it for yourself.
Watch this.
I talked to some elders and they kind of shut me up like, hey, this is bigger than us. He's doing a good thing. No one's without flaw. These donors, when we were doing, put the donors aside, when we were doing the documentary, before he tried to tell me he's not paying for it, he wanted me to come out of pocket for it. We had these people.
Umar said what? He wanted Miss Marianne to pay for the movie.
You came to her asking her to do her shit. And then
Now
expect her
you let Dookie Juice Johnson tell it. Dookie Juice Johnson say that Miss Marianne came to him. You hearing him from the horse's mouth. I ain't come to him. My company didn't have that kind of money to budget your movie, Umar.
Right. Why would she come to you about a movie that she ain't have the budget for?
Thank you.
Women I have, it was testimony for Dr. Umar. These people are going to be incorporated into the documentary. I'm a filmmaker. I'm getting stuff together. I'm in full-blown pre-production, thinking Umar's going to pay for that. So I've lost a little money because we're pre-production. When I was getting these testimony from these women, there was nothing positive. Everybody had a horror story. It can't be everybody, family. It cannot possibly be everybody. And
I got a
as
question for
woman,
you.
I'm telling y'all, when I sat in that woman's table in the kitchen, I am a mother seeing these little boys, seeing this woman tell me, pulling out her paycheck to show me how sometimes she's busting a pay period, and she do 16 hours a day. She like, look, and she like, sometimes I got to leave them, but I'm calling them, yo, don't go outside, don't go outside. She says she's at work, but her heart is.
These are the women that Umar prey on.
Tearing up because she knows she's leaving her babies for prolonged period of time. You understand? So as a woman, I was going to do some. I don't know how public I would have come out to Black America, but in the community, I would have aired them out. Yes, I would have.
Miss Marianne.
Yes.
The behavior.
I think she would have too. I think she just needed to see it for herself before she did it. Once she spoke to the elders, I think she needed. Once she spoke to came to the elders and they shut her down, she was like, "All right, I need to have some proof if I'm going to say anything."
All right, watch this right here. I ask her a question. Watch this question.
In the community, I would have aired them out. Yes, I would have.
Watch.
Miss Marianne.
Yes.
The behavior. I'm gonna word this as perfectly as I can possibly can, where you're not uncomfortable or put you in any type of legal bind.
Yes.
The behavior of the behind the scenes of awakening.
Yes.
Would that be the reason why you came up to the elders and say, hey, I'm not sure this is what we should be doing? Supporting this guy right here as our leader?
But I went to the elders mainly for the testimony of the different women. That's when
okay.
But the reason, like, I'm petty too. The reason I came out full blown, he tried to destroy me financially. I ain't even lying to y'all.
Oh boy.
Umar don't play. Umar won't flinch when he try to crush you like a roach. This man has peeped me out. He has studied me. He has analyzed my finance. He has figured out my network. And then they're like, they served me. I went with on honor. These are legal paperwork. He served me with paper. They wanted to sue me for $500,000.
After all the good stuff you did for him.
All the good stuff. I wasn't an enemy. I wasn't an enemy. And then keep in mind, he tried to sue me for $500,000. I got some behind the scene. I still protect his integrity. It's like, oh my God, this ain't kosher. But you know what? He was my guest. He came. He met his bargain of the deal. I protected your integrity. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand.
And then this is how they negotiate with my lawyer. They're like, okay, out of the $500,000, give Dr. Umar a number. And then
I would have said $499.
Yeah, he's like, if we're pleased with it, he'll move forward. Or if he's not pleased with it, he's going to give you a number and we want that cashier check immediately. If not, we're taking you to court. And then my lawyer's like, this is crazy. And he's like, well, how much? I said, I'm not giving him a penny. We're going to court. He's like, I'm telling you, I need to really review this thing, because if this man wins, that house you live in, you're going to pay up $500,000. $500,000. And then when we filed paperwork,
threatened her whole well-being.
Nigga got me paying money. You understand, family? I'm paying money, and then they vanish because they knew they didn't have too late to stand there. Vanish. But the big mistake he did, he allowed a legal team to serve me the paper. He allowed us to pull paperwork from Greater Cleveland Court. We were like filing petition. We're preparing to go to court with him. And I got all these paperwork. So I'm like, you know what? oh, this nigga gonna see how petty I am. So I aired him out. And this is
And
how I
nigga,
came out.
he is.
Gotcha. So
Pardon,
that
I,
don't
I'm
make sense
sorry, I'm
now.
getting emotional.
Hell haveth no fury.
In the community, they don't encourage us to use that word. Then
Hell haveth no fury like a strong black woman, and you pissed the wrong black woman off.
Somebody who got common sense to go get her a lawyer. Somebody who got common sense to know not to engage with you after she go and talk to the lawyer. Remember that. You're not supposed to talk to the opposing party unless you trying to work some deal out.
Right.
So why was these people contacting Umar after they got paperwork? Because that's the only reason why you got cold feet. Because you done contact Umar, and he done sat there and did this, that, and the fourth. Now I'm gonna let you know this is not gossip. I mean this is not gossip, but at the same notion, this ain't hardcore evidence you can take to the courtroom. I'm just showing you a strategy that Umar Johnson would use.
Yeah, you probably gave him some old bogus ass story about Marianne, about how he wanted to be his
All strategies that
blah
Umar
blah blah.
have the potential to use. I want that to be for the record. These are strategies due to his past behavior. The analysis of the strategies, plural, that he may have. Push play.
Go ahead.
ninja. So I'm like, okay,
Ninja, thank
you were
you.
trying
There
to
you
destroy
go.
me. I'm gonna be the worst thorn. I'm gonna be your worst enemy. And you know, and then he got really bothered with me when they reached out. He reached out. People was like, oh man, Miss Marianne sue him. Ain't nobody sue him. They reached out with me to settle for me to shut up. So I got this money, and I'm like, I'm petty, family. I'm petty. I'm like, I'm dropping behind the scene movie. I'm gonna show y'all when he came to Cleveland. I'm a make a film to. I can't show you behind the scene, but I can make a movie. I can reenact. I'm gonna
Well,
show
if you
you
need an
the
actor, I volunteer.
shenanigans we had to
That's
go.
what you need to do.
And see, that's
I
the
The
thing, right?
volunteer.
shenanigans we had to go, and
When
then I'm still busybody. I'm like, you know what? I ain't dealing with that.
Hey, Miss Marianne, if you need an actor for the movie of awakening the back seeds, I'm available. I'm very cheap too, because I'm
I'll be an
standing on
extra.
business.
I'll
When
be
you
an
say
extra.
you say you be an extra.
Yeah, I'll be an extra.
I'm very cheap too, okay? I'm very cheap. All right? We understand, you know what I'm saying? We know you got CBS, Warner Brothers, Disney,
Yep.
Discovery.
You
We
good for the low.
understand. We understand. We understand this for our people, okay? You know what I'm saying? I might even do it for free if you got it, if depending on what type of meal you cook me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The shit, the layout she said she had for him.
Shit, I might even do that for free, yeah, because the exposure alone is gonna get the payback. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you see
Yes,
our
sir.
faces in that motherfucker, he'd be mad as hell.
No, most deaf. You mean that's the light skinned guy that called me out several times, told me that everything I said about Lene Stacks, I was talking about my mother. The one that I tried to get channel shut down.
That was part of a donor. I'm part of a donor. When he has a little cookout, let me tell you how he tricks the community. Every
What's the
time
difference
the
between
school
a
don't
donor and a
open,
cook
he
and an
throws us a
investor?
cookout.
Miss Marianne,
Yes.
you said
Yes.
I
Can you hear
noticed
me?
you. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I didn't want to jump over you. I was saying I noticed he said you bring up donors a lot versus people who do one-time donations. What I'm trying to figure out, the way you're telling me about the way I understood the message from you about donors, wouldn't that be like investors?
No, he called us donors. So when you're a donor, you have personal access to him. When you're a donor, when you go to that little cookout,
Yes, ma'am.
donors, there's a locker room where the donors can stay in the locker room. There's a big, beautiful breakfast the following day. You're getting that special
Treatment.
attention with the leader. Exactly.
Now, Umar think he's slick. He treats the donors like investors, but calls them donors so that he can't be, so he doesn't have to be full transparent. Because there's another form of transparency above the 501c3. So he treats them like investors, making them feel special, but they're really donors or record.
Right.
But
Okay.
I never stayed
What we say, bro?
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
in the locker room. This is where I was like
Locker room.
spectacle. When you're checking, let me tell you, family, you call the
Okay.
hotel, you're like, I'm calling because there's a special rate for the block room. And you said, I'm with the FNDNG. I need to get a room from the block room. Them hotel, they're not gonna be liable. They're like, okay, yes, there's a special rate. The room is $40. I don't know how he finagled that. It was $40 a night. Nice hotel. But he's bringing a large party, so they gave him a discount. And then he travels a lot. He usually stay with them. So, there's a business connection with the hotel. So them people, when you're checking in the room, they're like, okay, we're going to put you in the blocker room for FDMG. The rate is an extremely special rate, but we want to advise you, the individual who's in charge of the blocker room will have access to all those rooms. I'm like, what in the
Now
chicken
that's
fry?
wild. And
What in
see,
the chicken
I
fry?
was with
So
you.
I'm
I
gonna be
was
in
I
the
was
room.
always
Wait, what?
He may
right.
come in that room at any time.
Wait, you'll
So I'm
see.
like, what kind of? So to be honest with you, I never stayed in the blocker room, but I have gone to the morning after breakfast every
Pan
morning.
African freak off.
Every morning, I'm not even lying. Yeah, when we go to those,
Right.
every woman who participate in the blocker room, they're there, but they're not there.
How did they look at the next day?
They look stoned. They look just dazed. And I'm like, what the hell y'all did last night? Did anybody sleep? What happened? What
Freak
happened?
off.
Wow.
And so is this
Allegedly.
supposed to be like,
Freak off
is
allegedly.
this like a religious institution,
It
so you
ain't
can say,
religion. The
or
conscious is not
spirituality,
religion.
I say.
The conscious community is for Black empowerment, for Black and to advance. So when you come in the community, they treat you. You are your brothers and you are your sister's keeper. I'm telling you, the community has a lot of good stuff in the community. It ain't no cult family. It's just bad people like Umar that makes the community look bad. Let me tell you.
All right.
Yeah, that's crazy. That definitely did sound like a Diddy trap.
I'm telling you, man, he emulates Diddy big time. Okay. All right. I'm just here to
You
tell
gotta
you
have
that.
access to the female locker room, nigga.
Why you even got a locker room in the first place? They should not have access to your room. I'm sorry. They just should not.
Not at
Yeah.
all.
At all. At all. And it's sad that you got somebody like that. It's so sad.
Yeah, that's
It's
ridiculous.
totally ridiculous.
That's wild.
Diabolical.
Yeah. I mean, but hey,
Diabolical.
it seems like none of these motherfuckers gonna learn their lesson.
They ain't gonna learn that
They're
lesson.
gonna
Nope.
keep doing the stupid shit over and over and
Until
over again.
somebody hold them accountable around, ain't nobody going. They just gonna be right there. They
Man,
gonna
you
be
see
on some
some
dumb
niggas
shit.
butt naked.
Butt naked.
We treat the locker room like room 130.
A Pan African freak off with black mold.
Right.
Fact. Straight bullshit.
All right, y'all. We finna get on out of here.
Yeah, we about to
Yeah,
take it out of here, y'all.
they getting crazy. All right, y'all. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that stopped by. Like we said, we live streamers, y'all. We make these lives lit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure it's on all. Sorry, y'all. They yelling in the background. It's your boy,
Hey,
Danielle, my aunt. You was tuned in to Rum TV here with my bro.
and Manny, Ben Rock, coming
See
to you
y'all
live
next
and direct with a whole lot of respect. Thank you for coming through. And we appreciate each and every one of you.
See y'all when we see y'all. Until then, you better be careful there, little buddy.
You better.